Hey lovelies, today I'll be teaching you how to make this soft, crunchy fried chicken, KFC style. So for this recipe, you'll be needing for my recipe, I used a chicken breast. So you can choose to use any part of the chicken you like, either wings or drumsticks. But for me, I decided to use the chicken breast because I did not want to have any bone in my chicken. So what you're going to do first is to grab your nicely washed chicken breast or whatever part of chicken you're using. Next, add in your chicken, your spices. So I use for this seasoning, I use pepper, I used my ginger and garlic, I use salt, I use curry, I also use my pepper soup spice. So I added this, I mixed it together and I added it into my chicken and I allowed it to mix thoroughly. I took my time in mixing this because I wanted every part of the chicken to be coated with my seasoning. I didn't want to have some part sweet and some part not sweet, so I made sure that I took my time in mixing this. As a matter of fact, it's best if you use your hands. If you wash your hands, it's best to go in with your hands. If you have some gloves, wear some gloves so that it is it's incorporated properly. So next I grab my bowl, I add in my flour. Next I add in my cornstarch. So the cornstarch is going to give it the crunchiness. Next I went in with some seasoning, and again I went in some pepper, and then I added just a little salt. So I wanted every part of the chicken to be really sweet and well seasoned. So I mixed together all this with my flour because I wanted it to taste really good. Next I grab another bowl and I put in my eggs. For this I'm going to be using 2 eggs. Now this is a good way for you to crack your eggs because you don't want to have a disaster when you're breaking your egg whereby one is bad and the other is good. So you can break into 2 separate bowls first before you add together. So I mixed my egg and then I added some seasoning also into my egg. For my egg I just only added salt because all my other ingredients have been properly seasoned. So I whisked my egg together and then I set aside. So next I'm just going to arrange all what I need on a straight line. First I add my chicken into my flour. Next, after it has been properly coated with flour, I dip it into the egg. So I'm going to repeat all this for all of the chicken that I want to coat. First the chicken into the flour and next into the egg and then back into the flour again. Did you get that? Let me go again. First the chicken in the flour, next into the egg and back into the flour. You dust it and then put in your bowl. So I repeated all this for all of my chicken.
I grew up in a place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave, had to find a way to change, had to leave to find my way. Caught up in a daydream, I beat my mind up there almost daily. It's how I pass time, no opinions safely. It's how I understand what I want in this place, see. Cause everybody wanna tell you bad things, what could go wrong, what fame brings. But success is a finicky thing, and if you ain't sure, no, it'll never be. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down.
So after the coating, I had some leftover flour and egg, so I decided to repeat the process again until I exhausted all of my flour and egg. But then I still had leftover egg. But I just repeated this process until I had exhausted all of my flour because I didn't want that to go to a waste. So I did that again. I went through this process again for all of my chicken. So now is the time to heat up some oil in a pan. So I heated up some oil in my frying pan. I made sure that my oil was not too hot because if it was too hot, then I'm going to have some undone chicken right there. It's going to be cooked outside, but inside is not going to be cooked. So you make sure that your oil is not too hot. After that, I also made sure that I fried on medium heat and not high heat because I wanted, once again, my chicken to be crunchy and also done inside. So I fried it like this and I turned turned it over, I flipped it over, and when I noticed that one side of it was done, and I continued this process by flipping and flipping and flipping until it was brown. If you have watched this video this far and you like what you're seeing, please of course give me a thumbs up, turn on your post notifications. If you're also yet to subscribe, please click the red subscribe button that is staring at you right there. Also, drop a comment for me in the comment box. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to read from you. I want to know if you've tried this recipe before. Have you eaten it before at KFC? Would you like to try it out? Also want to know if there's any other recipe you'd like me to try out on this channel. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave, had to find a way to change, had to leave to find my way. Caught up in a daydream, I beat my mind up there almost daily. It's how I pass time, no opinions safely. It's how I understand what I want in this place, see. Cause everybody wanna tell you bad things, what could go wrong, what fame brings. But success is a finicky thing, and if you ain't sure, no, it'll never be. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down.
Now this is our chicken all good and done. I'm just going to try one out so you see how it looks and to tell you that it is really cooked. Oh, by the way, it was so hot, so I had to drop it, wait for a while, and then pick it up again. So look at that. Can you see that it is cooked in? It is thoroughly cooked and not pinkish like I told you. So you need to fry on medium heat. That is very important for you to note. So thank you for watching. Till we meet again the next time on the next recipe. Bye.
I grew up in a place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way.